Oh my god, the funniest thing just happened to me. So I was in Ragdoll Engine, yeah, and I was just vibing, And this girl comes up to me and she's like, "Oh my god, you're that girl from TikTok who made the video that was like, oh, this is a message from my mum." And oh my gosh, when she said that, I was like, huh? How do you know it's me? Because I literally change my avatar all the time, so it's not like she could recognize me from my avatar. And then I realized I had the exact same outfit on that I had when I made that video. But she was like, "Oh, yeah, you're that girl who made that video, aren't you?" And then there was another person in the same server who had seen the video. So I kind of just played it off like it wasn't me, and that I just had the similar avatar, but like, oh my god, people actually recognize me. Okay, bye.
Guys, there is a Neuroblox hacker. Their username is Xersks, and he is said to be the most dangerous Roblox hacker of all time. He is worse than Bun Buns, Dip Dips, Wop Wops, Flip Flops, Ooshie Goochies. 1vx1xvo1z, 1 by 1 by 1 by 1 by 1x, John Doe, Jane Doe, Death Dolly, and even guest 666. When he gets in your account, he will track down your location within seconds. And I'm not even gonna say Wave does when he comes to your house. In games he will be invisible and won't even appear on the leaderboard. He hacks noobs and people with Robux. And he plays Ragdoll, Adopt Me, Vibroom, Bloxburg, and TTD3.
Time when I was 11, I downloaded this app that lets you talk to strangers near your location. I was talking to 3 guys and I told them I was 11, and then they got really eager to meet me after I mentioned my age. I never thought anything of it. They said they were having a sausage party at the park and I was really hungry because my mom barely fed my ass, so I asked her, can I go to a sausage party at the park with my friends? I lied and told her they were school friends and she said okay. I told them I was coming and they said meet us near the slide. My mom drove me to the park and we got out and walked over to the slide and there were 3 grown men standing there with their pickles out. My mom screamed, then picked me up and ran to our car. She beat my ass at home for talking to strangers online.
Story time on how my whole family left me at home while on vacation. So, I was only 13 at the time. And basically we were getting ready to leave off for the airport. But I forgot my toothbrush and 13 years old me forgot to tell my mom that, so I went to get it, and when I came back everyone was gone. I was like OMG. Knowing I packed my phone to even call them, so how I still live, you say? Well, I had to go to the neighbors. It was embarrassing, I told them. And they let me use their phone. Long story short, my family was about to board the plane. And how they didn't notice I was gone? Well, my little sister decided to tell them. I told her I would meet them at the gate, bruh. So long story short, kids, learn your parents' phone number. Store for its Irie. This is a bit sad story for me, but I don't think it's a sad story, and it's real. I actually made a friends online from a app name. See, I made friends and made a GC for people who like to roleplay. And I was stressed, so wanted to see my GC, so I saw that one of my friend who roleplay there is having a stomachache, not a normal stomachache. I tried to calm her down and tried to help her, even though we are across country. I'm on Philippines while she is in US, and she can't walk, even lay down properly, so I decided to tell her search it to see what is going on. I want to search it too, but it's just that I don't know how is her condition and how much is it paining. So when she search it, she send a screenshot of it and I read it, and it was like one of a condition related to the heart, and I was like OMG. I didn't know it was this serious. And then one of my friend texted me in TikTok. She is my other online friend. She said she's having problems, like she can't stop crying. She said her parents hate her, so I tried to calm her down. I tried to calm both of my friends. And I did. My friend on Z was now trying to sleep. But she can't sleep cause her stomach hurts, so I told her put a pillow around you and listen to a sad music or a music that relax you. And then she fell asleep. Now, I forgot to say she's alone. Her mom is in a trip. And I don't know about her dad. I deal with my friend in TikTok. I said she have depression, so she needs to calm down. We text until it's my time to sleep. It was literally 2:00 a.m. so I told her to sleep and just calm down and don't do anything stupid like cutting herself. But in the morning when I woke up and see how she is, I chatted her saying, "Sis, how are you? Are you okay now?" She replied, "Sis, I'm in the hospital and I cut myself." And I replied, "WTHSIS, I told you not to cut yourself and calm down." And then my other friend in Z is a bit better, while my friend in TikTok is having problems. She's in the hospital, and she is like sending vids about suicide like you need 8 hours of sleep anxiety. How about sleep 12 or something depression? How about sleep? I don't know, I forgot about it, suicide thought. How about forever? She texted me saying the last one, I am considering it, and I said, sis, please don't do this. We haven't met yet, promise me you are going to get better. And stop thinking about it, okay? She replied saying I will try, the promise, and I was like, WTH try? What does she mean try? She needs to get through it, and I was crying cause I don't want to lose her. And yesterday she chatted me, she said she was crying. And she can't stop herself from cutting herself. But my network yesterday was off, so I just saw it today, and I just chatted her earlier. And I hope she get better. And I also hope she get over her depression and things. Story for it, Sayuri, how my group of friends used me. So one time in first grade I was very new. So I met this one girl. Let's just call her Samantha. She was Korean and she was very cool. She always said how my stuff was pretty and she wanted some. So at my birthday I decided to go to a shop named Justice and asked my mom to buy a necklace. But every single time she asked I always forgot. Fast forward a bit, and now we are in second grade. Samantha and I met 2 other girls. Let's call them Betty and Sarah. We became best friends and I quickly knew their language. My other friend was impressed because whenever Betty my name in Korean I answered. After that she started to hate me because her grades got lower every time I played with her. And she was talking trash about me. So I left the group and I switched schools. Now I have 2 BFFs. Sorry I'm late.
Story for it, Sayuri, how my friend shop became. No. I was playing Piggy and met this girl. She's like super funny and yeah, we chatted a lot, blah blah blah, and a minute later Elle asked if she plays Adopt Me. Well, she did, and we started playing it. We were playing together for hours, and even did our own roleplay, including a friend who was my friend since I was 4. The friend, let's call her Addie. Addie was very kind, but she was AFK all the time, rolling on the floor laughing. And then my friend since JK, let's call her Sam, we added her to our roleplay. She left. So my friend who doesn't want to call me was doing an RP with her sister and other BFF. Now I remember when I did RPS with my friend's sad face. Okay, so yeah, and then me and Addie heard a knock knock, so I opened it. And it was a bunny. Its name was Abandoned Bunny. I was like, let's adopt it. Another knock knock came and it was a Kelpie. My friend who doesn't want to call me, let's call her Bree. Bree's sis wanted to have a flex battle with me and Addie face with cold sweat. No way I can win, she has like her sis is like super duper extra wheezy rich. Well, no way me and Addie will win. We decided to get revenge. Addie put her name, the bullies, with that evil smiley face, and Elle was like, no, we ain't bullies, just revenge. Tears of joy. Okay, Elle also noticed she may be rich, but she may have no friendship like we do. Me and Addie made neons to try and get rich. Money mouth face $, money mouth face $, but I have to leave. Addie got mad on me and Sam was changing a lot. Addie was deciding to do suicide and Sam didn't even care. We all got mad at each other and Bree became my BFF again. Me and Bree called and Elle was almost crying. Addie pretended nothing even happened. Okay, this next part is shocking. Bree had another BFF this whole time. Elle found out on the 1st of April when she wouldn't call me. After like an hour she finally answered, but she didn't pay attention to me at all. BC, she was with a girl named Sarah. She hung up. Elle cried so much. My dad told me then she wasn't a good friend. Elle trusted him. He gave me 1,701 Robux the 1st of April. Because it was my birthday. The 4th of April is Bree's birthday.
I'm late, but here's a story story for Itsuri. So one day me and my friends were in class talking without the teacher knowing. Later on she tells us that there would be a fire drill. We all were like, okay. Yeah. So 40 minutes later the fire alarm comes off and we all get out of the school. The principal gets out last. She tells us that it was a real fire. We all panicked. But I was just nervous. We didn't have school for a month because of the fire. So after a month we come back. 1 hour later in class there was a criminal in our school. We all hide in the closet whilst the teacher is hiding under her desk. A girl named Emma went out. The criminal comes in after she goes out. Surprisingly, Emma knew what to do. She got out there and seen the criminal. 2 minutes later there's a gunshot. We all panicked, and when I mean panicked, I mean panicked. My teacher looks at the door and realized that Emma shot the criminal. We all thanked Emma and the principal let her go for a day. 1 week later we go back and everything is fine for a week, but then my BFF went missing in the schoolyard. I was crying and calling all the teachers asking if she was with them. My BFF, let's call her Jenna, would always go to the office when the principal called her because she was a straight A student. She calls her name but she didn't come. Every 8th grader, teacher, principal and Jenna's guardian searched the school. But she was nowhere to be found. 9 months later my mom, dad and Jenna's parents were calm because they thought she was okay by now. Obviously I was still worried. Until the cops found her. She was actually in Paris and we live in Canada. The police got her home safe, and that's the story of the cursed month.
Story time of how I ate my mom's cake. I was woken in my sleep. I felt very sick, so I went back to sleep. It was 7 o'clock in the morning. I knew my mom would still be asleep by then. I was still sleepy, so I went back and sleep again. My mom was still sleeping on the couch, so then I was sleepwalking and ate the cake while sleepwalking. I woke up and saw there was icing on my face. I thought it was just BC. My face needed to get washed, so I didn't pay that no mind. Got ready for school. While my mom was taking me to school, I was really hungry and felt sick. My mom was also talking about how someone keeps on eating her cake while she's asleep. She knew it wasn't me. BC, I would be asleep at 7 o'clock. So my mom dropped me off at school and I went to the cafeteria to get breakfast. By the time I was done eating my food, it was time for class. While I was in class, my stomach started to hurt. So I asked the teacher if I can use the bathroom. He said no, BC, we needed to learn this lesson for the test. I said okay, but I felt really sick and I had to poop. I passed out and the teacher called my mom and told her to pick me up and told her everything that happened. When I got home, mom took me to the doctor and hoped I was okay. When I got to the doctor checked me, blah blah blah. I had to use the bathroom so bad, but I just had to throw up. So I throwed up on the bed and the doctor sent more doctors in to help me. Turns out the doctors figure out that I actually was sleepwalking for the past whole week and gave me a medication and took me home. Mom said the cake hurt your stomach, so she stopped eating it. And that's how I ate my mom's cake. Story time on how I hurt myself badly. So when I was 7, me and my sister were running home from my after-school daycare. So since I was a 7-year-old, I didn't care at all. My sister kept running faster and I followed. Turns out I ran too fast and fell fast first in the pavement, scraping my knees and a patch of skin off my face, including my lip. I was crying so hard and I was lucky my sister had wipes and I covered my face at school because I was embarrassed. Moral of the story: never run near pavement. Please get a bouncy castle clown face.